Chinese brand Vivo has been launching some really interesting devices in its V series, which is specifically focused on the Indian market. After the success of V1 and V3, the brand has recently introduced the Vivo V5, which aims to ride on the selfie phenomena. Yes, it's among the very rare set of devices that offers a higher megapixel count at the front instead of the back. We got a chance to check out the device during the launch event, and here's how our experience went. So let's start with the USP of the device itself. The Vivo V5 features a 20 megapixel camera sensor at the front, which is really impressive and would surely ensure well-detailed shots across all conditions. It also comes with an LED flash, which the brand calls as Moonlight Selfie, to ensure that you get illumination even in low light conditions. Sadly though, the LED flash is just a torch, which means when you enable it, the flash will be constantly turned on. Talking about the design elements of the device, then you will find it strikingly similar to the Oppo F1s, which in turn borrowed design elements from Apple's iPhones. The button and port placement is quite standard, with the power button and volume rocker placed on the right. And interestingly, the top is empty. Both the 3.5mm audio interface and the micro USB port can be found at the bottom. The device is really light and can easily be held with a single hand for operation. You can easily use it to reach any corner of the screen, and it's quite slim at 7.5mm. What we also like is the fact that the camera sits flush with the body, which isn't the case with many of the devices being released nowadays. The variant we got was in slate grey option, which looks really classy, although you can also get the device in a gold color. The metal unibody construction also makes the device feel premium. The display up front is a 5.5 inch with a resolution of 720p, which seems slightly odd in today's standard when Full HD resolution has become the norm. However, you won't complain about its sharpness, as it's quite sharp, and you won't notice any pixelation unless you look at the screen very closely. Unfortunately though, the screen is extremely reflective. It was just impossible for us to make out the text or images under direct sunlight. The Vivo V5 comes equipped with a MediaTek octa-core processor supplemented by beefy 4 gigs of RAM. The combination is quite powerful and not just on paper. During our brief usage, the device was able to handle everything we threw at it with ease. The navigation was quick, app opening times were also swift, and there was no trace of lag while using the device. Talking about the storage, the Vivo V5 features 32GB of memory on board, out of which around 20GB is available to you. You can also extend it further with the use of a micro SD card, although the device features a hybrid slot, which means either you can use it as a dual SIM device or a single SIM device with an option to expand its storage. You can also use the USB OTG functionality to plug in your flash drives. In terms of connectivity, the Vivo V5 is fully loaded with support for 4G Volt, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and GPS. While we have talked about the front camera of the device, now it's time to talk about the primary camera, which is quite standard with its 13 megapixel resolution, supplemented by an LED flash. The camera interface is also quite minimal, although you do get some interesting options such as PPT, fast slow motion video recording and professional, which lets you tweak settings like ISO levels and shutter speed as per your need. The fingerprint scanner available at the front is quite fast. Juicing up the Vivo V5 is a 3000 mAh battery, which should easily last a day, and you can also extend it further with the various battery saving modes such as Smart Power Saving, Super Saver and Extreme Performance. At this price, it comes as a solid mid-ranger which focuses on the selfie phenomena along with offering some decent specifications. However, if you consider the competition, then it's up against the likes of Lenovo's Z2 Plus and Leica Lumax 2, which have been called as affordable flagships. And while the Vivo V5 does hold an edge when it comes to offline availability along with the selfie prowess, it's also up against some other similarly selfie focused offerings such as the Oppo F1s and Xiaomi S6s, which are priced quite similarly. We will surely stack it against the competition to gauge its worth, so stay tuned for our review. This is Nitan signing off. Thanks for watching.